Welcome back. Billie Jean King is most known for her legendary tennis skills, but she's also been a champion for social change and equality. She even convinced her colleagues to form a players' union back in the 1970s. I spoke with her earlier today, and she shared her wisdom about everything from ligaments to labor. Billie Jean, thanks for joining us. You have one of the most incredible biographies. You're one of the most celebrated athletes of all time. You've been a leader for female rights and the feminist movement, an advocate for Title IX, a labor leader. You've been politically active. What would you put as the first item in your Wikipedia page if you were writing it?
I'm not finished yet. That's what I would put right now. I'm not finished, Andrew. Hopefully I can do more good before I'm out of here, and I feel fantastic.
I know you're talking about the 40th anniversary of Title IX that's coming up, but I was curious about that anniversary coming, particularly in this environment where we're hearing so much about war on women, and I was wondering your reaction both to Title IX and the current climate when it comes to some of the laws that we've seen regarding women.
Well, Title IX was one of the three most probably important pieces of legislation for women in the 20th century. It was passed June 23rd, 1972. That's why we're celebrating, to your point, our 40th anniversary this year. But before that, Andrew, there were no sports scholarships. There were quotas like 5–10% to go to college for women. I don't believe in that. I think it should be equal for boys and girls, and I just isn't right. The reason I've tried to help women so much, it's because we're underserved. Title IX is hugely important for girls and women to go to college and to university. Today, 54% of the student bodies at colleges and universities on the average have 54% women. So it's now I'm starting to worry about the guys. We got to get a few more guys going to college. We need to have that more like, 50-50. We used to have 1 out of every 27 women were athletes. Now it's 2 out of 5, but we're still behind in opportunities.
You helped organize the women's tennis circuit in the late 70s,
yes.
A labor movement to a certain degrry.
It was.
When you see labor being rolled back as it has been lately, what's your reaction beyond the world of sports?
Well, I think unions are really good to a point, but you can also get to a point they're not any good. So you've got to keep it balanced and there for a reason. But if you are a union that says slow down your work, don't do as good a job, take your time, then I don't think they're good. So I think it's got to be responsible and be efficient. But it does stand up for a group, can be good. It depends. But you've got to be very, very responsible and have integrity. See, everything starts with integrity, Andrew. So yeah, I think the union leaders and everybody's got to ask themselves every night, how much integrity do I have here? Or am I just being selfish? So you've got to, and also in certain areas of life, certain jobs are going to become obsolete, which they have. Just like as an athlete, I became obsolete. I had to move on to do other things. So we've got to be very careful and be good to each other and try to help each other get the right training so we can get jobs. Because there's jobs out there if we had the right training.
One of the other things that you're talking about today is your personal battle with knee pain and knee surgery. What's your message out there that you want to share with people?
Well, I was in a lot of pain, Andrew. I had my first knee operation as a professional athlete, being #1 at 23 years of age. Actually, I was an amateur. What am I saying, professional? I was an amateur in those days at $14 a day. But I was in pain. I had six knee operations. 2 years ago, I finally got around to knee replacement. If people want to hear my story, they can go to rediscoveryourgo.com and hear my story. I just wish I'd gotten them earlier. I got to where I could not walk a block in New York City, and I now can walk as long and far as I want. I'm in no pain. I can go upstairs, downstairs, and most importantly for me, Andrew, I can play tennis again. And I can go to the gym, which I had to stop doing, and I can lift my weights, and it's a whole new world for me again. I feel 25 years younger. So anybody out there that's in pain, look up rediscoveryourgo.com and take good care of yourself, and because it's so debilitating to be in pain. It's so hard on you physically and emotionally.
So happy to hear you're doing well. Billie Jean King, can't tell you what an honor it was to speak with you. Thank you for just a couple of minutes.
Thanks a lot, Andrew.
And coming up tomorrow, Martina Navratilova and John McEnroe. Just kidding, just kidding. This was a one-time deal. Everybody's so disappointed.